everybody. This is episode 6.2 of my Temple OS tutorial series, and I accidentally removed everything. So, we're going to be restarting it. So, as we know, we have to... Okay, one second. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly make another rectangle, like last time. Not that big. Right click, edit menu, set origin. This up here. Nothing really changed. Sprite menu. Convert to bitmap when you're done. Transparent. Default extents. And save. There. And we're going to be almost completely remaking the way we do sprites. So we're going to make a class to help handle sprites. Class Sprite CTR. Yeah, two spaces. And for the first one, we're going to make 964 for the X, Y, and Z coordinates. Even though the Z most of the time is just going to be 0 if you're using 2D, since 2D is not 3D. And for the next one, we're going to use a sprite pointer, which is using the class CSprite. We're going to name it, say, SBR. Actually, I feel like PSBR. There. That's correct case. And then we're going to make a global SBR. It's a mosquito. Okay. And now that we have that in the main function, we are going to initialize it. Actually, I feel like first we should remove the border. Make the window maximum. Clear the document, which is what these commands do. And then, when the whole program's done, which will be about 5 seconds long, we will DC fill. I think actually, you don't know about that yet, magically. But for now, did I teach you this in the last episode? I think I did. Yeah, CDC, DC. This is the pointer to the canvas of the document, which is always in DC alias. And then now we are going to make a separate function for drawing it. Why? Because we're going to use a handler that'll run this every frame, which is 30 times a second. And I'm going to introduce you to FS, which is basically everything related to graphics, including draw functions, which run 30 times a second. And we're going to point that to our draw function. And yes, it is a class pointer. So this will be run every 30 times a second. And after that, we're going to just AC fill. Now that we're here, we're going to actually implement draw. But first, we need to add a C task for the task that FS is giving us. We don't need it. We're probably not going to use this, but it's just required for using FS. And then also we're going to need the DC, the canvas. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to just simply Sprite 3P, which is for 3D drawing, but we're not really going to care about that. We're just drawing normally. DC for the canvas. And then argument 1 is the X, so SPR X. Actually, I think I'm going to format this. SPR X. SPR Y. SPR Z. And finally, SBR, P. Sorry, this is last time I tried to make one of these recordings. And then I think we just close that up. Right now, we have it completely uninitialized. So we're gonna set all the things. X equals 300. That's just the kind of the middle string. Yeah, mosquito, go away. Y equals 300. And then we're just gonna set the Z to be 0. Since it's a 2D object, 0 draws it normally. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. SBR dash PSBR, we're going to make a pointer to the sprite, which we can do with Control R. Then we go down to pointer to sprite, and then the sprite number, bin number. We don't need a file. We just press escape and it'll insert it. But there's one problem. There's no problems. Well, that will be checked if we... There's definitely a problem. What are you typing? Stop typing. The keyboard was resting on my... What? Oh! I knew this problem. I knew it was going to. I knew it. I knew it. Mute. Exit. Wait. How do I close this darn window? How do I close the darn window? I'm going to restart after this quick intermission. So I'm back after restarting Temple OS, and I've realized I didn't initialize the pointer. I know. What we can do, a thing we touched in the last episode, SBR equals malloc. We're going to allocate it. We're doing about size of Sprite CTRL. And then at the end, we cannot forget free. See? We have it. That's all that changed this episode. So now we have a working, useful drawer that does basically nothing. So, what do we want to do? Nothing. Because it's the end of the episode. See you in the next one. That was the tutorial.